Hey everybody, Jeff here. When talking about marine life, many of us imagine a world of harmony and tranquility. Gentle waves, playful dolphins, and serene whales gliding through the water, simply enjoying life. However, beneath this beautiful surface lies a completely different ocean. An ocean of wild instincts, cunning strategies, and unexpected brutality. Here in the depths, life is ruled by the true laws of the jungle, where every move is a fight for survival. A momentary lapse in vigilance can leave penguins in the clutches of a lightning-fast sea lion. Orcas, the self-proclaimed kings of the sea, can encounter creatures 10 times their size. Sperm whales deliver tail strikes that not only knock opponents down, but could also be fatal. And if you think cunning deception has no place in the ocean, you clearly haven't encountered cuttlefish, who can outshine any secret agent in the art of camouflage. Every underwater predator is not merely a hunter, but a strategist with unique techniques, cunning, and sometimes even a sense of humor. So, if you're ready to explore a world where hunters become prey and adorable creatures transform into deadly killers, welcome to the wild ocean. Ruled by pinnipeds, ingenious cuttlefish, and mighty orcas. Pinnipeds are quite the characters. Take seals, for example. On land, they look as though they're trying to walk for the first time. Their hind flippers stick out behind them, forcing them to crawl using only their front flippers. But sea lions are a completely different story. These animals can bend their hind limbs, allowing them not only to walk confidently, but also run. And here's where things get really interesting. When a penguin sees a sea lion on land, it might think, it's just a seal, it must be clumsy. It turns out that sea lions are quite the acrobats. They don't just wander on land, they continue hunting in the shallows. They can run so fast that the poor penguin doesn't even have time to turn around before the sea lion catches up. Imagine the penguin's shock. Wait, you're a pinniped. You're not supposed to run this fast. But it's already too late. The sea lion catches up with the penguin, and now the main action begins. The lion pounces on its prey, grabs the penguin with its sharp teeth, and that's the end of the line for the poor bird. So, if you laughed at the sight of a running pinniped earlier, now you know they're not to be underestimated. They're the real bosses here. The cuttlefish is such a master of camouflage that even chameleons can't help but respect it. It can seamlessly blend into any environment, whether it's a sandy bottom, coral reefs, or even your living room carpet. If it somehow finds its way there, of course. Its ability to change color is simply incredible. It can mimic sand or stone, and might even transform into your Wi-Fi router if it meant escaping from predators. And that's not all. The cuttlefish is so adept at camouflage that it even mimics the texture of the objects it blends into. It's kind of like you were trying to blend in as a couch to dodge household chores. And if its camouflage fails, the cuttlefish has a backup plan. It releases an ink cloud and escapes with such speed that even ninjas would be envious. But don't assume it's just a master of escape. Oh no, the cuttlefish is also an extraordinary predator. It silently and stealthily approaches its prey, concealed by its exceptional camouflage, and then, bam! It strikes with such speed and force that the victim has no idea what hit it. The seemingly small cuttlefish transforms into a monster, grabbing its prey with its tentacles, leaving no chance of escape. So, if you imagine the cuttlefish as a quiet, peaceful neighbor in the marine world, think again. It's a true underwater terminator that uses its abilities not only to hide, but also to hunt. Orcas are the true stars in the world of predators. When hunting sea lions, they seem to deliberately show off their strength and skill. Even though sea lions feel like Olympic swimmers in the water, for orcas, it's still like racing a cardboard boat. With 4 tons of muscle and a powerful tail, the orca catches up with the poor pinniped within minutes. The sea lion desperately tries to dodge the predator, and occasionally the orca does miss. But that's just the prelude. The real blow comes unexpectedly. The orca swings its tail like a giant sledgehammer. The strike is so powerful that it launches the sea lion out of the water as if it was hit by a massive underwater truck. Can you even imagine it? The sea lion is flung to the height of a 4-story building. And this isn't just a coincidence. The orca had it all calculated. The blow resembles a scene from an action movie. Impressive, isn't it? Now, think about the seagulls calmly circling over the hunting ground waiting for easy prey when suddenly, bam! The sea lion ends up among them. The seagulls are stunned. They never expected to face any competition at such heights. But for orcas, it's also kind of a sport. Who can fling their prey the highest? It's as if they're hosting their own Olympics. And while some people might see it as cruel, remember that the first strike is almost always fatal for the victim. But it's not just about strength. Surprisingly, the orca's greatest advantage isn't its power, but its intelligence and boldness. Even if a sea lion escapes to land, the orca is still ready to take the risk and chase after it. It jumps onto the shore, propelling itself with its powerful tail thrusts, and the poor sea lion probably thinks, "What? You're not supposed to do that." But it's a rather risky endeavor for the orca. Once on land, its only hope is for the waves to carry it back to the ocean. If the wave fails, the orca could be in serious trouble, transforming its hunt into a life or death struggle. This type of hunt is akin to a game of underwater roulette, yet it seems orcas enjoy the thrill. Why do they take such risks? Perhaps orcas simply love the adrenaline rush. How else could you explain these daring leaps and maneuvers? And while orcas may seem invincible, they are indeed at risk on land. The primary concern isn't their weight, but the risk of overheating. They cool down in the water, but their body temperature rises quickly on land. If the orca doesn't return to the ocean or receive help, it could suffer heat stroke. Even though this giant, powerful creature knows the risks, it still takes them for the sake of a spectacular finale. The bravery of orcas is unquestionable, isn't it? Orcas are true marine gangsters. They attack anything that moves, even those creatures that seem stronger than them. Sometimes it works, but sometimes their confidence gets them into trouble. For example, encountering a sperm whale is clearly not the best idea for an orca. Sperm whales are not easily intimidated. Unlike many other whales that feed on tiny krill, sperm whales are true hunters with teeth. And if an orca weighs only 4 tons, a male sperm whale can outweigh it 10-fold. It's like going up against an excavator. That's why orcas tend to target younger members of the sperm whale family, the juveniles. But even then, orcas have a tough time, despite their agility and speed. Their plan is to surround the young sperm whale, attack it from different sides, and drown it. Sounds harsh, right? But what's even harsher is that the orcas don't always need the entire sperm whale. Yes, they can be true gourmets. For instance, they often take only the liver from the sharks and only the tongue from the young sperm whales. Apparently, orcas consider it the most exquisite delicacy. Can you even imagine these marine predators holding a buffet right in the ocean? The female sperm whales are horrified at the thought of orcas reaching their young. That's why sperm whales have devised a brilliant defensive tactic. When they encounter orcas, they form a circle resembling the formation of ancient Roman legions. The calf stays in the center, surrounded by a protective wall of adult sperm whales. It's like a kind of underwater shield. Should orcas attempt to attack from above or below, the powerful tail strikes of the adult sperm whales quickly make them reconsider. A single tail strike could be the orca's final act. If the tail hits its head, it can either fracture the skull or stun the orca so badly that it can't resurface and drowns. A true knockout from the ocean's champion. So it doesn't matter that orcas see themselves as the rulers of the underwater jungle. They still stand little chance against sperm whales. Although such clashes are rare, There's always an incredible spectacle, and the victory usually goes to the larger and wiser opponent. In the end, all that's left for orcas to do is to retreat, acknowledging they misjudged their target this time. Sometimes, it's best not to provoke someone 10 times your size, don't you think? Hey everybody, that's all for today. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, give it a like and a share, all that good stuff. I'm Jeff, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.